Week 12 predictions. Hi, I'm Nick. I'm calling the first game here. You have the Skins versus the Boys. I'm calling the Boys to win this one 31-14. You know, Tony Romo, you're not that good, but you'll have a good game against that weak Redskins defense. Next game, we have the Browns versus the Lions. Two of NFL's worst teams here, but I'm calling the Lions 21-7. Next game, we have the 49ers versus the Pack. This will be a pretty good game. I'm calling the Pack wins, though, 24-21. It'll be a good game. Be sure to watch this one if you watch any game this weekend. Next game, Steelers versus the Chiefs. I'm calling the Steelers. You know, it's an average Steelers team, but I'm calling them 28-7 over the weak Chief offense. Next game, Falcons versus the Giants. Falcons upset here, 21-18. Giants are slipping. They're nowhere near as good as they were the first half of the season. 21-18. Be sure to watch for that score. Next game here, we have the Saints versus the Buccaneers. The Saints are basically unstoppable, it seems like, so far. 28-14. The Bucs are improving, but I just don't think they're no match for the Saints this week. Next game here, pretty much a snooze fest. Do not watch this game. The Bills versus the Jags, calling it a tie, 14-14. You know, it's only been a year since our last tie, but just don't watch that game unless you're a Bills or Jags fan. But then, you know, I don't think you'd be admitting this in public. Next game, my boys right here, the Colts versus the Ravens. I think the Colts showed some pretty good stuff last week when they pulled out the victory at the very end there. Colts 28, Ravens 18. Be a good game. Be sure to watch that. Seahawks versus the Vikings. I'm calling the Vikings winning this one here 28-21, but I don't think it'll be as pretty or as easy as some Vikings fans would like. I think that they're a tired team, but I think they're going to rebound here and continue on winning. Cardinals versus the Rams. I have the Cards winning this one 35-12. Just a pretty boring game. You know, Cards will dominate a weak Rams team this year. The next game, Jets versus the Pats. I think that the Pats will whoop up on the Jets this time around, 35-14. They showed some really good things last week against the Colts, and the Jets are just nothing this half of the season, it seems like. Next game, Bengals versus the Raiders. I have the Bengals winning 35-7, but there's always room for an upset against a overrated Bengals team. Next game, we have the Chargers versus the Broncos. This one should be pretty good. I think the Chargers are going to, bounce back here and beat the Broncos, 24-21. I think the Broncos started out too overrated as is. You know, they stole the victory from the Bengals in Week 1. Just saying that the Chargers will win this game here. Game here we have the Eagles versus the Bears. Eagles here 21, Bears 7. See if I can find my last cue card here. But for my last game, I have the Titans versus the Texans. I have the Texans winning this one 28-24. It'll be a pretty good game. Chris Johnson again, 2 touchdowns, 140 yards this week. I'm calling against that Texan defense. You know, he also had 100 receiving last week, but he's crazy good. Vince Young, no match though for Matt Schwab. Just be sure to tune in next week. Oh yeah, word from my dinner tonight. My roommate and I shared some delicious Papa John's pizza here. And it's pretty good. We had a large 2-topping pizza for $10. Be sure to check them out sometime. They're pretty good. Thank you, and watch me next week. Bye.